present Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler in The Men from the Ministry, a weekly tribute to that great army of public servants who, if laid end to end, would get through only slightly less work than they do at the moment. To ministry executives, a vital part of daily life is the maintenance of their equipment in good order and always ready for use.
Mildred, pass me those paper clips, will you? I like to have some ready straightened out in case I need to clean my fingernails in a hurry.
It's all go for you, isn't it, Mr. Lamb? If you're not lining up your pencils, your crumbling biscuits into the inkwell.
Well, I like to be involved, Mildred. Do you know I was up half last night with a file?
Oh, you didn't get your head stuck through the bars of your bed again.
Yes, no. Not that sort of file. This one. The airport noise problem.
Oh, that.
I decided someone had to do something. Mr. Lennox Brown just stuck the whole thing on a spike.
Yeah, I think he was planning to sit on it.
Exactly. So I got all the papers home, poured myself a large cup of cocoa, and plunged right into it.
Oh, you never rest, Mr. Lamb, except in the office.
And here's the result, Mildred. 15 closely typed pages, 63 suggestions for cutting down noise at London Airport.
Oh, well, let's have a look. Oh, yeah. All pilots and air hostesses to wear carpet slippers.
Yes, all flight announcements to be made in sign language. Rubber knives and forks for meals.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's the planes that make most of the noise, isn't it? When they're taking off.
Ah, I've covered that. If we could make them switch off their engines, there should be a tremendous drop.
I don't know. I've got a feeling there's something odd creeping in here.
Morning, too, Mildred.
Ah, yes, it's Mr. Lennox Brown. Morning, Mum.
Morning, sir. Mr. Lamb's just been making some unusual suggestions.
Has he? Well, off you go, Mildred. Nice pot of tea. Nice pot of tea.
I was at it all last night, Mum. Would you like the details?
Well, I don't know, too.
It's all in this file, my scheme for cutting out noise at the airport.
Oh, the airport thing. Ah, yes, the airport, yes. Well, actually, I have had an idea about that, too. I was lying in the bath last night, just toying with my loofah, and suddenly it struck me.
I spent hours and hours on my scheme. Graphs, charts, detailed breakdown.
Yes, it's a tricky problem, but I've got the answer. Do you know what we'll do?
15 closely typed pages.
15 words. That sums up my plan. Pass the whole thing back to the Ministry of Technology and say we're too busy. Brilliant.
Pass it back? You can't do that. What am I going to do with all these notes of mine?
Oh, I'll tell you what to do, too. Tear them in half, shuffle them together, make a little hole in one corner and loop a bit of string through it.
Eh?
You can use the backs as a scribbling pad.
Well, really?
I must be off. I'm addressing the house this afternoon, you know.
Addressing the house?
Got to screw some plastic numbers on the garden gate. Our postman's been complaining.
Here we are. Lovely cuppers.
Ah, tea. Ah, I knew I came into the office for something. Good girl. Oh, it's not as strong as usual.
That was the hot water jug, sir.
Oh, well, never mind. Well, cheerio, too. See you tomorrow. No slacking, man.
He stayed a bit longer than usual today.
Do you know what he just did? He trampled on all my aspirations.
Oh, dear. Still, he never did like them tropical plants in the office.
Well, that settles it. For too long I've been a shrinking violet in the great window box of life. I'll resign. That's what I'll do.
Oh, not again.
Yes, again. Only this time I mean it. Sit down, Mildred. I want you to take down my letter of resignation to the permanent Under-Secretary.
Oh, all right.
Now then, how shall I begin?
Dear Sir Gregory Pitkin.
Dear Sir Gregory Pitkin.
I'm sick and tired of the lack of appreciation shown to my efforts in this office.
I am sick and tired of the lack of appreciation shown to my efforts in this office. And furthermore, my years of devoted service seem to count for nothing.
Yeah, that's right, Bernard. His resignation. I typed it out for him. He signed it and sort of clasped his head. Then he put it in his out tray. No, not his head, the letter. Huh? No, of course he won't send it. He never does. He'll do exactly the same as always. He'll come back after lunch and he'll sort of hum and ha, and then he'll whistle for a bit, and then he'll say, I think I'll give him another chance. Oh, it makes you sick, it really does. Whoops, here he is. Try for now, Bernard.
You know, Mildred, I think I'll give them another chance.
Why?
I mean, it wouldn't be fair to leave them in the lurch. They'd be hard put to find another civil servant like me.
That's very true, Mr. Lamb. Who else could play Rule Britannia on 14 half-filled teacups?
Exactly. Where's that letter of resignation? I'll tear it up.
It's in your out tray where you left it.
No, it isn't.
Isn't it? Oh, well, that means the postboy's been up and collected it for delivery. So there's nothing to... Blimey!
Mildred, why didn't you stop him? You know I never mean it.
Well, he must have come when I slipped out of the office for a minute.
You left the office empty? Why?
Well, Mum forgot to dilute me lemon juice. I nipped out to get some water from the typing pool.
My letter, it's on its way to the permanent undersecretary. Think of all those things I said in it.
Oh, yeah. That bit about not being mentally equipped for a post in the civil service. And that was him.
Oh, dear. I'm sure he won't accept my resignation. You'll see. He'll call me into his office and try and talk me out of it. That's what he'll do.
Oh, come in, Lamb. Come in. Sit down.
Yes, Secretary. About my resignation.
Ah, yes. Got your letter here.
Oh.
You say you want to leave on the 28th. Now, I wonder if I could persuade you to change your mind.
Oh, yes, please do.
I'd like you to leave on the 21st.
About that letter, how can I put it? I went a bit further than I meant to.
So I noticed. I see you describe me as a red-faced buffoon. Yes. Yes, and what's this word in front of it?
Let me see. Kindly. That is kindly.
Looks more like kinky to me.
Well, it's Mildred's typing. It's gone all to pieces since she changed her hand cream.
Has it really? Well, I must say I admire your courage going out into the cut and thrust of the commercial world. Dog eat dog and devil take the hindmost.
Perhaps I should reconsider...
Tossing away security, comfort, a job where you couldn't be sacked.
I couldn't?
No, quite impossible. I've been into it thoroughly, many times. And then there's your pension. My Jove, it took guts to throw that away. I mean, another 2 weeks and you'd have qualified for the full rate, £12 a week.
As much as that?
As it is, 7 and 4 pence. Well, I suppose you couldn't wait another minute to get out there and pit your wits against the best of them, what?
Would you believe me if I told you that letter was a brilliant forgery?
No.
Oh. A rather bad forgery?
No. I've had the signature verified by handwriting experts. Besides, your fingerprints are all over it.
But I have these blackouts, you see. Couldn't I just tear it up?
Do no good. It's only a photostatic copy. I'm having the original framed.
I think you're glad I'm leaving.
Oh, nonsense, I shall be sorry to see you go. Get your desk cleared by the 21st. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
Excuse me, Mr. Lamb. I know you're emptying your desk to leave today, and, well, I couldn't let this moment go by without coming in and saying what's in my heart.
Oh, Mildred.
What I mean is... Can I have your typewriter cover? It's better than mine, please.
Is that all?
Well, now you mention it, I wouldn't mind your calendar. And your House of Parliament wastepaper bin. And that ashtray.
Don't you care that I'm leaving forever?
Oh, of course course I do. In fact, I've been round collecting for this little gift.
For me?
That's right. We all chipped in. You've often said you'd like a solid gold cigarette case.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
So when you get one, here's 5 fags to go in it.
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Yes, it's a sad day, too. I never thought the going would be so hard.
You look quite upset.
Yes, didn't suit him at all. Came in fourth, you know. Eden's favourite as well.
Well, there is something else happening today, one. It's the 21st.
Yes, I know what's happening today, too. It's all down in my desk diary. Yes, now let's see. 21st. Water geranium. Return library book. Lamb leaving. Order paper clips.
That's the one. Me. I'm leaving. Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Huh? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm glad you reminded me, too. Yes. That 2 bob you borrowed for lunch last week. As you're leaving, you will remember to post it, won't you? And don't forget to dust your desk.
The new man arrives tomorrow, Mr. Gimlet.
I can't bear it. Someone else and he'll sit in my chair.
Oh, perhaps he will, too. But he won't swivel round and round and make himself dizzy just for the fun of it. Now then, Mildred, what's all that you're holding there?
Well, it's just Mr. Lamb's leaving. He said I could have it, sir.
Yes, well, I suppose it's goodbye then.
Oh, come, Mildred. I rather wanted that waste bin myself. You know what a lot of rubbish I produce?
Well, I'm off now, so this is it.
In that case, can I have his blotting pad?
Yes, all right. But his pencil sharpener is mine. I've always wanted 2 pencil sharpeners.
You won't be seeing me again.
Yes, that's it. And you can have his notepad, Mildred.
Well, really. Vultures.
Oh, that's about the lot, I think. There isn't anything you want to take with you, is there, too? 2? Here. Well, I'm blessed he's gone. And without even saying goodbye.
I suppose he isn't interested in the old General Assistance Department anymore. He'd be all excited about his fancy new job, whatever it is.
I shan't accept less than 10,000 a year. I want 2 cars, a liberal expense account, a large sunny office with a balcony, and 2 secretaries. Is that clear?
You over there, the one talking to yourself, wake up. This is a labour exchange, not a doss house.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you're next. Room number 2.
Yes, thanks.
Come in.
I'm next, Richard Lamb.
Ah, yes. Well, do sit down. Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. This chair's rather hard.
What sort of position are you after, Mr. Lamb?
I thought I'd sort of cross my legs and sit sideways.
Yes, quite. Now then, you've been a civil servant, haven't you?
How did you know?
That cup of tea you're carrying.
Oh, yes, it's from the cafe across the road. Well, about this job, I shan't accept less than 10,000 a year, a car, a liberal expense account, 2 sunny secretaries with large balconies.
I see. An executive position. You'll need a very good character reference.
Well, there is this.
Oh, yes. You are honest, hard-working, and make friends easily, and you weigh 11 stone, 6 pounds. Is that all?
Well, I've been on a diet.
Vacancy here for an executive manager in a small arms factory. What do you think?
A small arms factory? You mean they supply parts for dolls?
No, that's no use. They require somebody with a BA. Incidentally, what qualifications have you got?
Well, none, actually. Apart from my DSc.
Doctor of Science?
No, diploma for stamp collecting.
I'm afraid, Mr... Ah, now just a moment.
Yes?
Now this might suit you.
Okay.
A rather nice job in an office. Long holidays with pay, complete security, staff canteen, friendly atmosphere.
Marvellous. Where is it?
Let me see. General Assistance Department, Whitehall. Here, it's been filled. Last week. There's a young man starting there this morning.
Oh, my word. It seems to me the General Assistance Department is due for a few changes.
You've only been here 2 hours, Mr. Gimlet.
This filing system is a disgrace. Why are all these miscellaneous files under C? I mean, what does the C stand for?
Can't be bothered.
Oh, that's typical. And these packets under T?
They're packets of tea.
Oh, this is an office, not a canteen, Miss Murphin. And this desk, you see, I can write my name in the dust.
Oh, Oh, isn't education wonderful?
Oh, I don't know. Just look at your clock. It's incredible.
Yeah, there's no need to be personal.
It's nearly 11 and Mr. Lennox Green isn't in yet.
He's brown, actually.
As long as he does his job, his colour makes no difference to me.
Morning, Mildred.
Morning, sir.
Morning, too. Oh, no, it isn't too, is it?
No, it's 11 precisely, sir.
Well, I know. Yes, I thought I'd get in a bit early to welcome you. Gimlet, isn't it?
Yes, sir, and I've got a complaint.
Oh, dear. I must say you do look a bit seedy.
This desk of mine, the drawers are crammed with rubbish. I had to throw the lot out.
Well, that's my desk, actually.
Oh? Then why was it full of golf balls and jigsaw puzzles?
Oh, well, why was it full of golf balls and jigsaw puzzles, Mildred?
Well, because there was no more room in the safe.
That's it. There was no more room in the safe.
Yes, well, busy. I'll just hang up your coat, sir.
Yeah, steady on. I'd like to take it off first, Gimlet. I think we ought to have those windows shut.
I wouldn't advise it, sir. Fresh air, oxygen to the brain.
But what about the drafts?
He threw them away as well, along with the jigsaw.
Personally, I'm a great believer in fresh air. I take a 5-mile run before breakfast and think nothing of it.
I don't think much of it either, no.
Anyway, to work. Busy. You've got quite a bit to get through today, sir.
I have?
Yes. You won't believe it, but several other departments were handling work that we should be doing. I got it all back, of course.
You what? Now, look here, Gimlet. I'm in charge of this office, and I'm not going to be browbeaten.
No, sir?
No. Am I? No, certainly not. There's only one person who can give me orders.
Yes, sir. Uncle Gregory.
Exactly, Uncle Gregory. So just you bear in mind it... Uncle Gregory? Sir Uncle Gregory?
That's him.
Oh, he's your uncle, is he? Yes, well, I didn't realize it. Open another window, Mildred.
Yes. That's a ticket.
Yes. Well, of course, you'll be wondering why I was a few minutes late this morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, well, now, the 8:30 was behind schedule, you see.
No, it wasn't. I checked with the railways.
Did you? Oh, how thoughtful. Yeah. No, of course, that was yesterday, yes. Now, what was it today?
Was it the fire on the Underground?
Of course, yes, that was it.
No, it wasn't. There wasn't a fire on the Underground, I checked.
Yeah.
Then, I'm sure you intend to work a couple of hours extra this evening, sir.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yes, your uncle, you say?
Yes, well, I'll just whip round the departments and see if they've any more work to spare.
Oh, I think I need a cup of tea, Mildred.
You can't have one, sir. He threw the kettle out.
Oh, the man's a lunatic. Oh, dear. Oh, I wish we persuaded Lamb to stay.
Yeah, still he's gone for good. He's out there somewhere, making his way to the top.
You're the new man. What's your name?
Richard Lamb.
You're on the way up.
Yes.
Well, take me to the 4th floor and don't drop the lift.
Right.
You've been a lift man before.
No, sir.
Don't you find all those buttons confusing?
Well, I did when I first put on the uniform, but they fastened all right now.
Good. We like our staff to be happy. In fact, we insist on it. Come on now. Let's have a nice big smile.
Yes, sir.
Wider.
Yes.
Wider. We like our staff to have bigger smiles than our competitors. No problems, I trust?
Well, I did jam the chairman's hand in the gate yesterday.
Well, there's nothing to laugh about. Wipe that silly smile off your face.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Standing there smirking and grinning like a demented schoolboy. You're clenching your fist. Why are you clenching your fist?
I have to, sir. It's round the handle that stops the lift.
Don't lie to me. Just because I'm smaller than you think you can lie to me. Why aren't you smiling?
It's 4th floor, sir.
Don't answer me back. Wider, man. Wider. Not your mouth and lift gates. You can't get through.
Sorry, sir.
Now, and don't you forget what I just told you about the parcel.
The parcel? What parcel?
You say you've forgotten already. Just because I'm smaller than you don't listen to me. The parcel.
Yes, the parcel.
The good man. Bring it round to my club as soon as it comes. The Spartaneum. I shall be there all afternoon.
Oh, dear. I wish I'd never left the dear old ministry.
dear. I wish Lamb had never left the ministry. This fellow Gimlet's driving me round the bend. Amongst other obsessions, he's mad about punctuality.
Yes.
I got so fed up with him getting in before me in the mornings. Last Wednesday, I stayed the night in the office.
Oh.
He still got in before me. Never know how he did it.
Really, Sir Gregory's nephew, sir?
Yes, I'm afraid so, Mildred. I've checked. Another thing, you know, he times everything I do with a stopwatch. Most embarrassing sometimes.
He times me, too. He's worked out I spend 3 days a year tugging at me roll-on.
Here we are, then. I've managed to scrounge some more work for us, sir. Busy, eh?
Oh, good grief.
Glad to say you weren't so late this morning, LB. 0.15 seconds, actually.
Have you any idea how difficult it is getting from my home to Whitehall by 7:30 in the morning?
Indeed, I have, sir. That's why I've had these detailed maps made.
Maps?
The area between your home and the station. Now, if you leave the house at 0628, run briskly down here, sprint across this field, and then double back down here, you'll easily catch the 640.
You have been a busy little bee, haven't you?
Thank you, sir. Oh, incidentally, I've noticed you approach your chair around the far side of the desk. You'd save 1.3 seconds if you went round this side.
Oh, as much as that?
Yes, I'll show you. I'd like you to clock me, Miss Murphin.
Oh, it'd be a pleasure.
There, you see, I'm sitting down. I say, your chair fits me rather well. Of course, I have the telephone over here.
Yes, yes, all right, Gimlet.
Just a moment. Has someone been smoking in the office?
I've been smouldering a bit.
Where's the air freshener? A little squirt will soon get rid of the fumes.
I expect you will, yes. By the way, I've heard a whisper that the men that I can fish are overloaded.
You mean we might be able to grab a bit more work off them?
If we hurried.
By Jove.
Well, that got rid of him.
Yes, which gives me a chance to slip away to my club. I'll be at the spot in there if anything crops up.
You mean anything urgent?
No, anything jolly like Giblet breaking his neck. Anything urgent, I can't be reached.
Excuse me, is this the Spartaneum Club?
That's right. Would you mind doing up your raincoat?
Doing up my raincoat? Why is that?
Well, we don't want our members to see the liftman's uniform. They get upset if they see menials hanging round the foyer.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I got a parcel for my managing director, Mr.
Right, well,
Pettigrew.
leave it here and clear off. Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Lennox Brown.
There's no need to be... Lennox,
Oh, fasten your coat in the cloakroom.
Thank you very much, Plunkett. Yes, thank you. Excuse me, sir. I would... Oh, good Lord. Two.
Yes. Good afternoon, one.
Well, I didn't know you were a member here.
Member? Oh, well, actually, didn't you?
My word, you must be doing well joining an expensive club like this. Well, come on, let's step inside and have a quick drink.
Well, I'm in a bit of a...
Oh, my word, it is grand to see you again. Take your raincoat off.
No, it's rather cool in here.
Oh, well, just as you like, yes. 2 brandies, waiter, please. Now then, my dear chap, how are things going with you?
Oh, up and down, up and down. I work for Amalgamated Industries.
Really? Have you got a nice office?
Small, you know, small, but if I want to get things moving, I've only got to press a button.
Sure, yes, that's power for you, isn't it? Yes. Some sort of advisory capacity, I suppose?
Well, I have stopped the chairman from taking a lot of steps.
Just as I've always said, as one door closes, another door opens, eh?
Exactly. What's the new man like? The chap who's taken my place?
You mean Gimlet?
Yes.
Oh, he's an absolute ball of fire. Very keen. Real worker.
Is he? Oh. Well, I really ought to be getting back.
Oh, there's no hurry, too. No hurry. Amalgamated Industries, eh?
Yes.
Hey, wait a minute. That's your managing director over there, isn't it? Old Pettigrew.
Hey, I really ought to be getting back.
No, wait a minute. He's coming over.
Oh.
Hello there, Pettigrew.
Afternoon, Lennox Brown, isn't it?
Yes, that's right, yes. I was just having a chat with one of your fellow directors.
Oh, which one is it? It's difficult to tell while he's holding a fire bucket over his head.
Fire bucket? So he is. Come out, too. Come out. Come on, there's no need to be shy. It's one of your cronies. That's it. Take it off. Ah, that's the idea.
Afternoon, Mr. Pettigrew, sir.
Lamb?
Lamb, what are you doing here? Why aren't you back working the lift? The lift?
Yes, well, I had to...
And you're not even smiling. Get out of here. You're company. That's it. Get out.
Oh, I wish I'd seen it, Mr. Lamb. Fancy you squirting him in the eye with a soda siphon.
Something snapped, Mildred. I looked him straight in his dripping face and said, "Go ahead, sack me if you dare," I said. "Go on," I said. "Sack me. Sack me."
Oh, what happened?
He sacked me.
Oh, my word. There hasn't been so much excitement in the club since the Archbishop dropped those photographs.
Oh, it is nice to see the dear old office again. I wish it was for good.
Yeah, but what about Gimlet? He'll be back from Hagen Fish in a minute.
Yes, well, now, I've been thinking about that. Decided perhaps I ought to call Sir Gregory.
Victoria.
Ah, good afternoon, Sir Gregory. Lennox Brown here. It's about young Gimlet.
No use, Lennox Brown. You're stuck with him.
Good. I was just going to say what a go-ahead young fellow he is.
Whatever you say, what? You like him? My nephew? It's not possible.
Oh, yes. I mean, he's so ambitious, Sir Gregory. The way he's going on, he'll have my job in a matter of weeks.
Yes, well, the old must make way for the young, Lennox Brown.
And your job in a matter of months.
We must move with the tide. What was that?
Well, Gimlet told me he wouldn't rest till he's in your chair. The minister's very impressed with him, I believe.
Oh, yes, I see. Well, of course, I'm not sure we'd be right to hold on to a man of that caliber. There might be more scope for him elsewhere. I mean, when a man's got that amount of get up and go...
This time he got up and went. Yes, I see what you mean, Sir Gregory. Yes. Naturally, of course, we'd be sorry to lose him.
Oh, yes, but we've all got to make some sacrifices, Lennox Brown. Put the best man in the best job. And Gimlet's a chap who should go far.
The further the better.
Quite. What sort of job do you think might suit him?
Well, I hear there's a posting in our Bangkok embassy.
Excellent suggestion. I'll put it in hand at once.
One small point, Sir Gregory. Before we can let Gimlet go, we'll have to find a replacement.
Oh, yes, of course. But make sure you get the right type. Someone with no ambition.
Yes, you want someone with no ambition.
No ambition, that's me.
A chap who's not too bright, perhaps.
Not too bright.
Yeah, I'm not too bright one. In fact, I'm pretty dense, even though I take myself.
Well, I leave it to you, Lennox Brown. Goodbye. Oh, and remember, we want someone who's not too busy.
Goodbye, Sir Gregory. I think I know just the man. Two. You're back.
Oh, thank you, one. Would it be all right if I start off with 4 weeks' leave?
Oh.
Muddling through as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Ronald Baddiley, Ronnie Stevens, and David Nettheim. The program was written by Johnnie Mortimer, Brian Cooke, and Edward Taylor, and produced by Edward Taylor. Present Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler in The Men from the Ministry, a weekly tribute to the men of our government service. Men who are often compared to bungalows, square, detached, and not much up top. Our attention, as always, is focused on the General Assistance Department in Whitehall. Here we find that keen young executive, Richard Lamb, not quite his usual cheerful self.
I'm fed up, Mildred, fed up. And you know why? Because nobody pays any attention to what I say, that's why. Nobody ever listens to me. Mildred.
What was that, Mr. Lamb?
No use. I'll never be another Cyril Broadbottom.
Cyril Broadbottom? Well, with a name like that, I should think one's enough.
He wrote this book I'm reading. It's all about developing the memory, training the mind to remember things.
Well, where'd you get it?
I found it in a railway carriage. Somebody must have forgotten it.
Oh, fancy.
I've been memorizing the railway timetable for practice. I'm on page 33 already.
Well, a fat lot of good that'll do you. Who's likely to ask you questions about that?
Morning, too. Don't suppose you happen to know the trains to Cromer, do you?
Yes, one.
Oh, I thought not. Mildred, look it up, will you, and see... Pardon?
The first one's 8:32, platform 1, diesel locomotive, restaurant car, 7 coaches, including 3 non-smokers and a guard's van.
Oh. What colour are the driver's socks?
They're a sort of... Oh, I'm afraid I don't know that one.
Yes, well, that's quite enough of this nonsense. Now, look up the right trains, will you please, Mildred?
Yes, Mr. Lennox Brown.
Nobody ever listens to me. I told you, 8:32, platform 1.
I've got it, sir.
Read it out then, Mildred.
The first one's 9-7, platform 4.
Oh,
Well, what's that you've thrown in the wastepaper basket, too?
just a book one. What's all this about Cromer?
Well, we may well be going up to Norfolk, too, to supervise the administrative side of the Anglo-American space shop.
Really? Where did you hear this?
Oh, from our usual reliable source.
How that man manages to know so much and work the lift, I'll never know. General Assistance Department?
Fit in here.
Oh, wait, him. Mr. Secretary. I mean, the permanent under Gregory.
Don't hit a lamb. Let me talk to the one with the brains.
I'm afraid she's out making the tea.
Give it here.
Yes, tea.
Hello, Sir Gregory. Hello. How nice to
You and Lamb are going up to Norfolk, Lennox Brown.
Oh, really? Well, Norfolk. Yes, what a surprise.
The Ministry of Technology are overloaded and they've passed the job over to us.
Ministry of Technology. Yes, that's a new department, isn't it?
Exactly. They haven't had time to get overstaffed yet. So, you're to look after the administrative side of Friday's space shot. Now, it's an important job, Lennox Brown, and I want no bungling, understand?
Oh, well, now, come, Sir Gregory, please. I mean, have we ever let you down?
Many times, Lennox Brown. Many times.
Yes, well, I hardly think that...
Many times. Many times.
I think he's beginning to crack, too. Well, come along, too. We've got to get up there and meet the man in charge.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Short.
Oh, lucky chap. Mine's rather long, I'm afraid. Lennox Brown. Oh, and this is my number 2 here, Lamb?
The name is Short. Commander Jason T. Short.
Really? Yes.
I was transferred here from our tracking station in Bermuda.
One of the Bermuda shops.
You mustn't tell me. Yes. Well, now, tell me, how do you like it here, Commander? What do you think of our Norfolk Brawls?
Well, they're ready, willing, and able, I'll say that. I've had to make an order that after station dances, all female visitors are to be off camp within 48 hours.
Odd business. Yes, well, so this is the control room, eh? It's here that you supervise the launching of your artificial spotlight, or whatever it is.
Satellite.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Do I understand you two are the British government's experts on rockets?
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say expert.
No. Just a general working knowledge, you know? Yes. This launcher, for instance. Where does the blue touch paper go?
The blue... we gave up that method of launching, Mr. Lennox Brown. We found it hard to get large enough milk bottles.
Yes. Oh, I dare say you would, because, I mean, now... Yes, well, there's no need to be sarcastic, Commander. Let me remind you, this project is Anglo-American. Oh, my word, yes. Yes. Don't forget the British contribution.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes, we're not without our own technical triumphs, you know. We're in the space race, too, aren't we? Yes. By the way, perhaps you could remind me, just what is our contribution?
It's right here, on the plan of the capsule. See this little hook for the astronauts to hang up their space helmets?
Good grief. You mean that hook is the only thing that's British?
No.
Oh, good. Yeah.
The hook's American, but it's fastened with a British nut.
Oh. I say, Joe, did you hear that?
Now, what? I'm sorry, I was over there looking at the model.
The commander says all Britain has provided for this rocket is one small nut.
You mean one of our chaps has agreed to go up in it?
Oh, Sue, don't talk like an idiot, please. Leave it to me.
Over here is the ground control instrument panel. We run the entire flight from here. Booster separation button, altitude control knob, reverse thrust lever.
Why, isn't this exciting? What happens if I pull this out?
Nothing much. It's an ashtray.
Well. And all this has been provided by your American Army fellows, eh?
Oh, I don't work for the Army, Mr. Lennox Brown. I work for NASA.
NASA? Good heavens, is he putting up rockets now?
National Aeronautics and Space Administration, Mr. Lamb. NASA. It's rather like your European Launch and Development Organization. ELDO.
Oh, well, it's no use explaining to him. He can't tell his NASA from his elder.
Tell me, when are you planning to start the thing? You know, turn the ignition key or whatever you do.
Blast off.
No need to be uncivil. Only asking.
Blast off is tomorrow afternoon. All right. The two astronauts will be launched into orbit at 1400 hours.
Right, sure. That's, in the afternoon, isn't it?
Yes. Now, perhaps you gentlemen would like to come and meet the astronauts.
Oh, thank you.
Polofsky, Johnson, I'd like you to meet the men to the ministry. Lennox Brown, Lamb. Hi there.
Hello.
Howdy do.
Howdy do.
How are you?
As you know, gentlemen, Polofsky and Johnson will be shot into outer space tomorrow on top of a 500-ton rocket. Now, these men are carefully chosen for the most dangerous and demanding job in the world.
Yes. Oh, yes. Of course, our job's not that dangerous, you know. Oh, is it so?
Oh, I should say not one. Only last year I got my thumb trapped in a paperclip.
Oh, that's sound. Yes, I do know. One day my secretary slipped and poured scalding hot tea in my lap. I could show you the scar if I'd... Yes, well, on second thought, sir, you show him the scar from your paperclip, too.
Yeah, well, there it is, just below the nail. Oh, I was off sick for a week.
Gosh, you sure got a dangerous job.
That'll be enough, Johnson. And are there any questions you'd like to ask, gentlemen?
Well, there is one thing I've often wondered about. Tell me, when you're up there all sealed up in your spacesuits, strapped in, unable to get out of the capsule, well, what do you do when you want to, when you feel like, well, you know.
No. Yes, that's what puzzles me. How do you eat?
Eat? Oh, yeah. Well, we use these tubes of food, see, made in the States. We squeeze them like so.
Really? I suppose they don't contain any artificial coloring or flavoring, contrary to the Pure Foods and Drugs Act of 1956, do they?
I don't really know.
Don't know? Well, dear me, I mean, we'll have to look into this, make a note of that, too, will we?
Yes, but, and what about an import license? They are foodstuffs.
Ah, good point, too.
Yes.
And these two astronauts, have they got a work permit?
Well, Look, let me show you the space capsule itself, gentlemen. It's on the launching pad. I'm sure you'll find it very interesting. Here we are, gentlemen, 200 feet above the ground. And this is the capsule, Vulcan 7.
How absolutely magnificent.
Thank you. We are rather proud of it.
Magnificent view, I mean. From up here. Marvelous, isn't it, too? I mean, look down there.
Oh, yeah, well, this capsule weighs 2 tons and contains 5,000 intricate mechanical systems.
You know, I do believe you can see the church clock in Lower Bumstead. Yeah, what time is it?
It's time we went down again.
It's crammed tight with the latest scientific...
there's a train. My word, look at that. Oh, it's just like a toy. Even a couple of puffs of smoke. Well,
Mr. Lennox Brown, I didn't come up here to stand looking at a couple of puffs.
I beg your
Let's go back down again, man. I can't stand heights.
Steady on, we better have a look at this space thing while we're here.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, my word. There's not a lot of room inside, is there?
We're not going to hold a dance in there, you know. It's basically a place to work in.
A place of work, eh? Ah, well, in that case, why aren't you exhibiting a copy of the Shops, Offices and Factories Act, on the wall?
It won't be here that long. I mean, it's a space vehicle, not a...
Not a vehicle? Is it taxed and insured?
What? Well, you need number plates, too, my dear chap. I mean, Ministry of Transport regulations, you know, flashing indicators, a parking light.
Any more weight on this and it'll sink like a stone when it splashes down.
Splashes down? In the sea?
Have you registered it at the shipping office? You'll need a D473 lifebelt inspection certificate, a Q915 customs and excise.
Hold on. We're blasting off tomorrow.
Oh, out of the question, my dear fellow. No. Got to get the administrative side sorted out before you can wind it up, you know, or whatever you do.
It shouldn't take more than, 3 weeks, would you say, Mum?
3 weeks?
Oh, don't be silly, too. 3 weeks indeed. Oh, there. More like 3 months. Well, I mean, you know what old Rudge is like. Now he's back at the Board of Trade. Spends half his time tuning his hearing aid to take a police call. Ridiculous.
Now, wait a minute. We're scheduled to launch tomorrow, and nothing is going to stop us.
Yes, well, we'll see about that, Commander. Oh, my word, yes. We'll send a full report of all these irregularities to Sir Gregory Pitkin.
That's right, Bernard. I'm all alone in the office. Noddy's gone up to Norfolk and taken Big Ears with him. No, I'm just sitting here watching the pigeons on the windowsill. Oh, hey, I've got to hang up now, Bernard. I can hear someone coming. Ta-da, love.
Ah, Miss Mervyn, you busy?
Oh, Sir Gregory. I was just typing some reports, sir.
With the cover still on your machine?
Yes. They're confidential reports, sir. And luckily I'm a touch typist.
Now listen, have you heard from Lennox, Brown and Lamb since they went up to Cape Harold yesterday?
Oh, yeah, just a postcard, sir, from Biggie. Mr. Lamb. Having a wonderful. I don't know what he was having that was wonderful because there's a blot over it.
Yeah. Well, I've had an astonishing communication from Lennox Brown. Tell me, was he behaving normally when he left you?
Oh, yes, sir. I distinctly remember him lying on the floor with a waste paper basket on his head.
What?
Well, if he tripped on that loose bit of lino, see, he always does.
They've sent me a fulcring report on this Anglo-American space shot, full of pettifogging quibbles about regulations. They want me to prevent the launching.
Oh.
Yes. Well, I believe in wholehearted, enthusiastic cooperation with these Americans.
Me too.
Anyway, you can take down my reply. My own secretary's away having another of her nervous breakdowns.
Yes, sir.
I better make it a telegram. The space shot's this afternoon, and we don't want them interfering. Now begin. Read your report. Stop. American astronauts going up this afternoon, and that's final. Stop.
Got it, sir.
Rocket taking off at all costs. Now sign it, Pitkin, and get that sent off to Lennox Brown straight away, Miss Murphy.
But just look at this telegram from Sir Gregory, too. He absolutely agrees with us.
What does he say?
Read your report. Stop American astronauts going up this afternoon, and that's fine. Stop rocket taking off at all costs.
I knew he wouldn't allow the regulations to be flouted.
Yes, quite so. The only trouble is, too, how are we going to stop it taking off, you see? The commander's posted a guard on his door and refuses to see us.
I know. Last time I tried to speak to him, he called me a limey carpetbagger.
Oh.
As far as I know, I've never bagged a carpet in my life.
No, sure. Well, Sir Gregory's instructions are quite clear, you see. Direct action is called for, you know. Yeah. I know what we'll do. Now, you can take my word for it, too. That rocket will never be launched.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. There she goes. Check stability of launch vehicle. Check flight path. All systems go. Looks like a good one, boys. Okay, establish contact with the capsule. Control the capsule. Come in, Polofsky and Johnson. Come in, Polofsky and Johnson. Come in, Polofsky and Johnson. We are in, Commander.
Standing right behind you, sir.
Polofsky. Johnson.
Some nuts locked us in the jar.
Yeah.
We only just managed to break out.
But I saw your truck drive out to the rocket. If you're here, who's up there? Switch on the capsule's automatic radio transmitter.
I see one. What's going on?
It's probably a nerve tremor, too. I believe they get him in Norfolk.
Oh, no! Control calling capsule. What the hell are you two doing in there?
Commander. Now, in our official capacity, we've removed the British contribution to this thingamajig. They can't take off now. They'll have nowhere to hang their space helmets.
To give us time, we've locked your two astronauts in the little boy's room.
Why, you dunder-headed, interfering, nit-witted, half-baked idiot. Bird-brained, crazy, irresponsible, asinine,
Stupid.
nincompoop.
I say, buddy, sounds just like Sir Gregory, doesn't it?
Now, here's
this. You have been blasted into orbit. You are traveling at 17,500 miles per hour at a height of 160 miles.
Two,
Yes, son?
we've made a bit of a boo-boo, too.
Do not touch the door. Do not touch any of the instruments. We will control the capsule from the ground.
I say it's not good enough, Commander. I insist that you put this thing into reverse and bring us back.
Can't be done. You'll have to stay up there while we work out the coordinates for re-entry. Over and out.
But they can't leave us up here. Good heavens, my bowler hat, it's floating.
Oh. Well, so are you two. Yes, well, we're weightless. Yes, well, grab hold of something. No. Grab hold of something else. No, your brolly won't hold you down.
I can't even tell which way up I am.
Well, too, either you're upside down or your face is filled out a lot.
What will Sir Gregory say when he hears about this? You know what he does when things go wrong.
Ah, but this time there's a difference, too. This time we're the ones who are at a great height.
Control calling capsule. Control calling capsule.
Ah, yes, about time. Ah, capsule here. Yes, and this is Lennox Brown speaking to you all. Yes, when are you going to bring us down, eh?
We've got your Sir Gregory Pitkin here.
Yes, well, no hurry at all.
No, it's quite nice up here, really.
He wants to speak to you. I'll put him on.
So we weren't acting on his orders, man. I mean, we couldn't have misunderstood them, could we?
Pitkin here. You blundering, incompetent fools.
It's possible we may have done, too. Hello, Sir Gregory. How very nice.
How in heaven's name you contrived to misunderstand my telegram, I'll never know. By the gods, Lennox Brown, I'll have something to say to you when you get down. If you get down.
Well, we just did. If? Well, you are bringing us down, aren't you?
Eventually, Lennox Brown. It cost £2 million to put that capsule up there.
You can have it back. Stop it out of my wages each week. 7 and 6, 10 shillings if you like.
No, lad, no. The commander and I have decided to make the best of a bad job. You two are to go ahead with the planned series of experiments.
Experiments?
Yes. The commander wasn't keen, but I insisted you be given the chance to die for England. It was the least I could do.
Very kind of you, Sir Gregory.
No need for thanks, Lennox Brown. Better put on those spacesuits in the locker. I'll hand you back to the commander for details. Oh, don't go away, will you?
And here is the news read by John Curl. The Prime Minister announced in the House today that 2 British astronauts have been successfully launched into orbit. That these brave men were so ready to risk their lives and leave this Earth behind, he said, is clearly due to the policies of this trustful government. In answer to a question from the opposition, he denied that the 2 astronauts had been allowed to take more than the statutory £50 foreign travel allowance. The tracking station at Jodrell Bank reports they're receiving clear signals from the Anglo-American capsule. These were described by Sir Bernard Lovell as rather like the chattering of teeth accompanied by a faint moaning. A series of difficult and dangerous tests will be attempted during the flight, said a leading American authority on space research, Dr. Heinrich von Dusseldorf, speaking through an interpreter.
I must say, Ron, this space helmet's a bit awkward. I can't get it on properly.
Yes, I see. Perhaps it wasn't intended to be worn over a bowler hat.
Silly me.
Pull yourself together, too.
I don't like it up here, Ron. It's weird. Look how clearly you can see the moon through this porthole. All waxy and yellow and pitted with craters. It's indescribably ugly.
That's the reflection of your face, too. The moon's this side.
Oh, well, look at the stars. I've always been interested in them. I'm a Virgo, you know.
It doesn't surprise me.
Oh, I should have taken notice of my horoscope. Today you will rise to the occasion and move in unusual circles.
Yes. Well, anyway, now we're here. We've got to carry out these instructions the commander's given us. Let's have a look now. Item 1. Oh, our first meal in space.
Oh, yes. We have to squeeze the food from these tubes straight into our mouth.
That's it.
I've already tried one of them. Not very tasty.
Let's see. Oh, not very nutritional either. That one's toothpaste.
Yeah.
Never mind, you'll just have to clean your teeth with this tube of steak and kidney.
I don't feel very hungry. What's the next item?
One of us has to climb out of the hatch and do a spacewalk.
One of us?
Yeah. Splendid exercise, too. Nothing like a nice, brisk spacewalk, Put a bit of colour in your cheeks.
Why should it always be me? Look, I tell you what. Let's toss a coin for it.
All right.
I've got one here. Now, heads you go out,
Yeah.
tails I do. Here goes.
It's a long time coming down, isn't it?
I forgot. No gravity.
Ah, well, never mind. I can see from here that it would have come down tails. Yes. Off you go. There's a good chap. Make sure you've got everything.
Oh, if I must. Now, let's see. Lifeline firmly attached to my waist. That's all right.
Even better if you tied the other end of it to something.
Oh, yes. I'll tie it to my leg.
Oh, no. No, give it here. Now, don't forget, there's a vacuum outside.
You mean you want me to clean the rocket?
No, I'm telling you to shut your faceplate.
There's no need to take the... Oh, the helmet.
Yes.
I see what you mean.
Yes, exactly. Now, switch over to your helmet radio while I open the hatch.
All right. I'll give you a hand.
Wait a minute. You're closing it. No. Leave it. Look, I can manage. There we are. Right, now. Out you go.
No need to push. All right. Oh. I'm out.
What can you see?
I'm looking down and I say there's two enormous silver things down there. Unidentified flying objects.
Two. Those are your feet.
Oh, so they are. Anyway, I can see the Earth. There's England on the left. Do you think I ought to wave my brolly?
Your brolly? Well, what did you take that out there for?
Well, the forecast said showers.
Just get on with it, Cooke. Get on with it. The commander wants a spacewalk, so start walking.
Oh,
I'll let you come in again when you've walked as far as Australia.
And here is the news read by John Curl. It's been revealed that two Whitehall civil servants, Richard Lamb and Deryck Brown, are Britain's first astronauts. It's understood that two American astronauts were also prepared for the project, but at the moment of launching, they were merely kept standing by in lieu. Apparently, they were officially engaged at the time. The reason for not using them was given as inconvenience. A mid-Atlantic area has been designated for the astronauts' return. Sir Gregory Pitkin says he is confident they will land right in it. He is personally going out on board the aircraft carrier Vulture to welcome them. Some people think they deserve a medal, he commented. I can only say it would give me great pleasure to hang one on them. It is expected that the capsule will be brought back to Earth within the next hour.
Well, this is the splashdown area, sir. And the whole fleet is standing by. Very good of you to come along in person, Prime Minister.
To be perfectly frank and honest and reasonable, Pitkin, as you can imagine, I'm quite glad to get away. George is having one of his funny spells. Got rather overtired at the pub last night and started holding hands with everybody.
Good Lord, I see, sir. Yes.
Your department has done a gritty and thrustful job on this space business.
Well, it's very kind of you to say so, sir.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Still, credit where credit is due, as I always say to the World Bank.
Yes, it is very, very amusing, sir.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? These two chaps from your department have done very well. I feel we should give them some sort of award, you know. Perhaps even the highest honor of all.
You mean you'll be willing to...
Yes, I'll try and get them on Desert Island discount.
Far too generous, sir. I was thinking of, well, perhaps a book of luncheon vouchers. Between them.
Oh, you may be right, Pitkin. Well, what time are they supposed to be splashing down, anyway? I thought it was 1800 hours.
It was, sir. They seem to be late.
Yes, I'm a busy man, Pitkin. Lots to do, affairs of state and so forth.
Be quiet, yes.
I'm having dinner tonight with a cast of Till Death Us Do Part.
I can't understand it, sir.
And neither can I, but Mary tells me it's a comedy program.
No, I mean the capsules, right, sir, but you. I hate to think anything's gone wrong. It's a very valuable piece of equipment.
Quite.
Heaven knows where those two have landed with it.
Well, we're down to. No thanks to you.
I'm sorry, Ron, but you said I could put my feet up.
Yes, but not on the control panel. We turned off all the lights, set the capsule spinning heat shield over exit hatch, and bounced us all the way from Bali to Bermuda.
I think the commander was quite upset. Just before we lost contact, he was starting to cry. He said a lot of words I'd never heard before.
Technical terms, I expect, you know. Still, the parachute obviously opened, and we're down safely. The question is where?
Well, I can't see out of the portholes. They're under the water.
Well, there's supposed to be an aircraft carrier standing by to pick us up. But they may have a job finding us.
Eh?
Well, I mean, we did get a teeny bit off course when you gestured at the view and knocked down that booster switch.
You mean we might be anywhere in the Atlantic?
Or the Pacific. I wouldn't entirely rule out the Baltic.
We're lost. Alone in the middle of an empty ocean. They'll never find us. We'll just drift on forever like the Flying Scotsman.
Pull yourself together, too. Open the hatch and look out.
Oh, all right.
Right, now, do you see anything, too? A sort of smudge of smoke on the horizon? Any sign of life at all?
Yes, Ron, it's all rather surprising. Hang on, there's a man over there who's going to shout something.
Come in, number 5. Your time's up.
Oh, I didn't expect to.